Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use SwiftData with AppKit in native macOS application. So in case if you don't know what SwiftData is, it is basically a replacement for core data for storing large amount of data even after your app is closed and reopened. So I'll quickly show you an example. I have one text field, 4 buttons and one label. I'll enter something inside my text field called hi. I'll click on create, and here you can see the data was added. Now instead of this particular label you can take a table view as well, but just for simplicity I have taken a label, and whatever I enter inside the text field they are comma separated. So suppose if I enter hello, I'll click on create, and here you can see that data was added. If I completely close my application and restart it, here you can see the data is persisted as well. And if I want to update, I can enter something and it will update the first index only, because I have hard coded that. But in your case, if you are using table view, you already know the index on which the item is been like dragged or clicked on, so you can update it as the user what he or she wants to update it with. So if I click on update, here you can see the data was updated. Even for delete, I am deleting the first index. Again, I have hard coded it, but you don't need to in case if you are using table view. So if I click on delete, here you can see the data was deleted. Now if I click on delete, hello was deleted again because hello was the first index now. So let's see how to do this. So firstly, make sure you are using macOS Sonoma. Also you will have to update your macOS deployment target to 14, because from that only SwiftData is supported. For lower version of macOS it is not supported. So first we'll have to create a Swift file called to do model. So this is basically a table. So I'm imported foundation SwiftData as well, and here I have created one class called to do model. I have marked it as @model, and this is our primary key, kind of like primary key which we have inside our SQL tables if you have learned about MySQL. And then I'm taking a task name. So the task name will come from our text field which we have, and this is for time, which is in form of double. So here we are just initializing that. Next, inside our database service, I have imported SwiftData. Here I have created a database service which is a singleton, and here I have created one model container and model context. Inside the initialization we are creating one schema for our to do model. Now if you have multiple of this particular models, then you can just pass them over here comma separated, so because this is an array, right? Next we are creating model configuration, passing our schema, and is stored in memory is false. And here then we are creating our container, passing our model configuration and passing our schema. Then we are creating our container. So here we are creating a context and passing our container to that. Then I have created few methods. First, for saving task, so we just require that task name, right? So once we get the task name, we just initialize our to do model, pass our id, pass our task name, and for time we are taking the current time. So if you want to pass time, you can pass time as well. And then we just call context.insert task to be saved. For fetching task, we have to use this fetch descriptor, pass our particular to do model, sort by so I'm sorting by time, and then we just do context.fetch, passing our descriptor, and on completion we pass our data and error is nil. Otherwise we are passing our error and data is nil. For updating a task, we just require the to do model, and then we require the new task name. So whatever is the new task name, we just have to do but that particular task name, pass our new task name. We don't have to save it again, that is done automatically. And for deleting a task, we just get the current task, then we just do context.delete task to be deleted. Then inside your view controller, all I have done is that imported SwiftData. Then I have created this singleton. I have also created an array of our to do model. Then I have created one text field, 4 buttons, and another text field for our label. Then here is our text field, added it to our view. Then I have created one read button, one update button, one delete button, and one create button, and added click listener to all 4 of them. And here I have created one label as well to display all the items that have been added, like the to do models that have been added, only the task name. Then I have just done some ns layout constraints for all of our text field, buttons and label. Then immediately I am calling fetch data. So as soon as our app is launched, we are fetching that particular data. On read button click also I'm doing the same thing. On update button click I'm just checking if task is not equal to empty, and here you can see I'm passing the 0th index, that is the first item. So I have hard coded it, but in your case you can do it in a better way. So we are just calling the update task method, which we have defined inside database service, pass our particular task, pass our new whatever task name we want to update it with. Once that is done, we call fetch data again. Similarly for delete button clicked as well, once we delete it, we call fetch data again. Similarly for create button click, we just call save task, pass our text field string value and call fetch task. And if you see fetch task, firstly we are removing everything which is present inside task.remove. Then we call service.fetch task. If there is an error, we print. If there is any error, we print the error. If not, we just do we get the data to our assign it to our task. And here I am just doing comma separated values, given that we can't directly print task as it is a complex object. So I'm just getting the task name, doing it comma separated and printing it inside our label. But you should use table view in your case. In case if you want to learn how to use table view for a native macOS application, I have a video for that as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.